It's the car accident that almost claimed Deb Moroney's life. Her car skidding out on a slippery bridge, crashing through a fence into fast-moving water. Deb's campaigning for the bridge to be upgraded, but what she just received in the mail is a slap in the face.
It was the worst night of her life.
It's horrifying knowing that you were in that position.
And she believed her last.
I thought I was going to die.
A car accident on a bridge, and the only protection that night.
You've got school fencing here, and you've got pool fencing here, and that's all that's to stop you from going into the water.
But on a cold winter's evening 5 years ago, Deb Moroney did end up in that channel when that flimsy fencing, she says, failed to keep her safe.
The car skidded out of control and it hit this piece of fence here, hit this one. The car slowly went over the edge, stopped on the pipe, and then slowly just sunk, dripped into the water nose first.
And now, all these years on, she is being billed for the repairs.
It's outrageous. I think they've got a damned hide, the government billing the driver. It should be the other way around.
Everyone round Swansea near Newcastle reckons the local bridge is not up to scratch, and the only protection for cars on the northbound lanes are two flimsy fences. So when Deb's Ford Falcon skidded on the shiny, slippery bridge grate in heavy rain that night, her vehicle pushed over those fences and slipped over the side.
It's life or death. Like, you've got to, do something about surviving. So I went, right, get your window down and hang on to your seatbelt because you don't know where you're going to end up.
After teetering on that pipe, her quick thinking paid off.
The nose of the car went down, the window started piling in with water, like water pouring into the car. I got out and stood on the ledge of the window, edge of the door, and then I sort of remember thinking, do you want to live or die? Then I hear voices sort of running across the bridge, are you okay, are you okay? And they just kept calling out, swim, swim. I gave up several times.
Did you think you were going to die that night?
I thought I was going to die. Yeah, I was convinced. I had given up. I had said my goodbyes and asked the two boys to say to Rod and the family that, I can't do it, I'm so sorry.
But there were two boys near the bridge that night.
We just gave it the last shot and I made it to the rocks down here and, they came down and pulled me out of the water and,
Thank God they were there to help you and encourage you.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't have done it without them.
Oh, we were just here fishing, me and my mate, and heard like a noise, like a bang. So we looked out over there and we could see like a car floating down and it probably sunk after, I don't know, like 5 seconds.
Caleb was one of those boys.
And you were telling her don't give up sort of thing, keep coming.
Yeah,
Work
for
towards
sure,
the rocks,
yeah.
is that what you were saying?
Yeah, because it was running out so quick, like she could have been gone.
They say time heals all wounds.
Glad you're here.
Thank you, honey. I'm glad I'm here too, sweetie.
Deb's are pretty deep, says her husband Rod.
She was never going to be able to put it behind her.
Deb, when you go over the bridge today, how do you feel when you're crossing?
When it rains, when I'm driving, all of that is all affected. And, I've been going through therapy for that. Sorry. The water in motion I can't go through the car wash anymore because it's just with the water coming down on the car and the water coming down around, I just can't stand it.
And then 5 years on, after you're just getting over this trauma, you cop a bill.
Unbelievable. Absolutely devastated, just absolutely crushed.
Yes, the caretaker of that bridge, New South Wales Roads and Maritime Services, the RMS, sent Deb a repair bill for more than $11,500.
I went through all that trauma and my family, like, we're the victim.
Deb and Rod say they're not wealthy people and feel they shouldn't have to pay given the state of those fences.
They weren't attached properly and that I could have lost my life over that.
It's an unsafe, untractable surface that makes cars slip and has got an insufficient handrail.
Former local councillor John Gilbert has been fighting for a decade for the northbound lanes to get the same protection railing as the southbound side.
RMS just don't want to spend the money. For them, rough enough's good enough.
They don't want to know about it.
So one side of this bridge remains a poor cousin to the other side, and a victim is financially poorer for it.
I could have lost my life. And because you can't maintain the bridge, and now you're trying to blame me and put a bill on me, I don't understand.
After we got involved, Roads and Maritime Services, in conjunction with the New South Wales Government's insurer iCare, have agreed to waive the bill. Transport New South Wales says it's since resurfaced part of the bridge, but still no mention of any plans to upgrade the railing.